What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to my Godzilla minus one review. And this review will contain spoilers, so for those who do not want to be spoiled, please click off the video now, and it's now your chance. And for those who wants to stick with me and listen to the review, and for those who have not seen the movie and have seen the movie and want to stick around with my review, go ahead. So, so let's get started. So I want to start with the characters. And I gotta say, the characters really did had my interest into this film, because some characters in Godzilla movies, they can be boring, but this right here had my interest. Shigashino really carried this movie. He did went through a lot during this movie, losing men in the Godzillasaurus attack, and he did have a partner, which was Noriko Orishi. And I really liked her in this movie too. She did adopt a child, which her name is Akiko, and she ended up getting a job until, and she was in the train until Godzilla's attack, and then unfortunately she didn't. She ended up pushing Shikishina away from the shockwave, and then she got carried away into the shockwave, and somehow she still survived that shockwave, and Kenji, I think is the name of the scientist. He was also figuring out how to kill Godzilla. He was explaining on what can kill Godzilla if it's possible. We gotta make him explode or something like that, because this Godzilla, he can really regenerate, which had me shocked, because when Godzilla regenerated, I was like, oh my god, like I'd never seen a Godzilla regenerate before, and the fact that they was able to defeat Godzilla, not really, because Godzilla could still regenerate, they was able to explode him, and then Godzilla sunk in the water, but Godzilla still ended up surviving. And overall, with the characters, I gotta say the characters really caught my interest. I really enjoyed them a lot, especially Noriko and Shikishina. Obviously, the characters really killed it. Although Godzilla did have good amount of screen time, the characters still killed it. And now let's get into the big G. Now Godzilla, wow. Godzilla was just a freaking nightmare in this movie. And when we got to the atomic breath scene, I was in shock. I was like, oh my god. Like, I was lost of words when when we first saw Godzilla's atomic breath on the big screen. It was just beautiful. And Godzilla was just, like I said, he is a nightmare in this movie. Like, he was no joke at all. He was not goofing around. Like, this Godzilla was a nightmare to society and to mankind in this film. And there were some references to 1954, which I really liked, and I'm glad that we was able to have a modern day Godzilla 54 movie like this. And this film was beyond a masterpiece. I didn't have no issues with anything in this movie. This movie was perfect. This movie's for me. I loved it to death. And for those who've not seen it, you guys gotta go. This movie, oh my god, was just beyond amazing. And what do I give this film? A great 15 out of 10. This movie was just beautiful. And I love Godzilla 1954 to death, but I gotta put this movie in first place. This is my all-time favorite Godzilla movie now, and it beats 1954. And it's doing amazing in the box office. It has been nominated for best visuals. It has been earning rewards, and it does deserve it. Godzilla deserves that love. I'm so happy for the big G, and I also did see this movie in black and white, which is also called minus color. Made Godzilla even more terrifying. I was like, wow, like, it wasn't just no filter. Like, it felt like a great throwback of, like, we were actually in 1945, 1946, 1947. Like, it felt like we was actually in those time areas while I was watching this film in black and white. And overall, this is definitely the Godzilla movie I've been wanting. This is the Godzilla I wanted. I wanted Godzilla to be terrifying. I want Godzilla to be scary. And we got that. And I want to thank Takashi Yamazaki and the crew for giving us a one heck of a masterpiece Godzilla movie. It was a dream come true. I've been always wanting a modern day 54 Godzilla movie for a really long time, and this movie really deserves the love that it deserves. So, guys, that is my review on Godzilla Minus One. And like I said, I give this movie a 15 out of 10, and I have no issues with this movie. This movie is definitely it for me. And and yeah, that is my review. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.